What's up, YouTube? Speedmaster24 here, back with another YouTube video. Now, today we are playing Leaf Blower Revolution. And today, now you might notice something. That something being that I've apparently left the game running for a good amount of time because, as you can see, we have quite a lot of leaves and flasks at that. Now, obviously, when you have this much loot, you gotta spend it well. And so that's what we're gonna do. Oh, I guess we're not spending the cosmic leaf because some asshole bought one of those upgrades. But it's all good. It's all good. We can obviously get a bunch of 5 converter output upgrades there. God damn it. We can get a bunch of converter output upgrades here, though. Which will. Oh, those will surely help us. Look at that. We are almost to the point that we need to be. Now I'm going to pause this again. And we're back. And I was gone for a bit longer than I had expected I would be. So we have some upgrades we can obviously get, which is nice, I would imagine at least. We can get a bit of hit damage there. We can come in here. We can get these. Well, we can get one of them at least. We can come to our red flask. We can get some of those. And as you can see, we are quite close to maxing out red flasks. We come into here. We get a bunch of those upgrades. Head on over. And as you can see, we can now start siphoning blue flasks, which is absolutely perfect, I would say. And now we have the blowfish, a blowfish. Haha, did you get it? Boo, get off the stage. Anyways, we have quite a few upgrades to get here. Quite nice indeed, quite nice. And I like this. I like this a lot. Look at this. Increase converter count. Don't mind if I do. Increase resources. Increase output and increase leaves. Ah, yes. How wonderful. Gonna pause this here. And we're back, and I dealt with more things giving me notifications and stuff. They were annoying me quite thoroughly. Now, as you can see here, we are about to finish off our red flask upgrades. Now, what does that entail? Because if you'll notice, it only increases it for the current converter. So how would that help us, you might wonder? Well, I don't exactly think it does. Now, assuming that you never bought a single reduced resource converter resources upgrade, then I'm sure it would actually help quite a lot. But for me, I have not bought any, and so it doesn't seem like it. Graphics card, an overclocked graphic card with a large fan. Oh, that's quite funny. That's quite humorous indeed. Look at that. Ooh, look at that thing. Anyways, we have magenta flask upgrades to buy, which will reduce all converted resources, and we have these upgrades to get, which will increase the converter count, and then we can buy some upgrades for the leaves as well. Maybe some of those, you know. Now, personally, I'm just going to use this for a second to reduce converter resources by the most that we can. Now, orange flasks, are those what we need for the next area? No, we need a special kind of flask. Now, I am quite determined to unlock that area. So, we will continue with our flask journey. But first, we must reduce converted resources as much as possible, and then we can stop the conversion there, because here's the thing: if we bring down the amount of resources required by like 100% per se, then, well, we've secured ourselves quite a nice bit, you know, quite a nice thing indeed. And we can increase combos and combo duration as well. That'll be quite helpful, I would surely believe. Do 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 do. That's the only upgrade. Do 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 do. These are the only upgrades. Here we have quite a few upgrades. The void leaves are getting close to done. Here we have ourselves the void leaves, which have nothing else to buy or please. Come to the red flasks here. Green flask and the like beware. Here we are doing well. We can use our red flask to convert. Look at us converting here. How wonderful. Do 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 do. Yes. Look at that. Quite wonderful. Now, if we do converter batch off, as you can see right here, well, we have 10, 20, 30, 40. We have 40% down, which means that for something like red flasks, where we have gotten a lot of these increased converter outputs and such, well, it means that, yeah, here, 20 to 60. We have 45 to 60, which is not as good as I would like, unfortunately, but it is what you work with. Now, as you can obviously tell, we are getting stronger and faster with set upgrades. Now, there is a coin upgrade that can make this faster, I believe, which is the increase converter output. Magically, the converters create more output resources, increases converted output resource by 1 for all converters. Now, if I were to prestige here, I would obviously get a lot of those, but I would like to withhold. And so, what I shall do is I shall start that, and I shall start that as well. For I am going to need a lot of orange flasks, simply just to get the reduced converter resources, obviously. But we're going to turn on mass conversion to speed this up a bit, you know? Now, yes, this is going to slow us down a good amount, but, it will be worth it. As you can see, we are now down to 55, 54, 54 to 10. And a 54 to 10 is quite nice indeed. But we still have a bit of a ways to go, obviously. And in addition, we could also do some black flasking as well. Not saying we can't, but we could, you know. It'd be very nice, obviously. Come into here, buy some of that. As you can see with green flask, we're slowly working our way up. But now we have black flask, which allows to buy big leaf crunch. What? And strange flasks. It is not recommended to drink these. Ah, I see. And, well, black flasks also lets us reduce converter resources. So we will have to, obviously, buy a few of those. For what else would we be doing? But in addition, we can also buy a drill, an overclocked drill that you borrowed from your neighbor a few years ago. we just haven't given it back. They don't need a drill. Especially an overclocked one. I mean, we're putting more use into it. Do you see how hard it is to blow those void leaves away? Okay, that's quite funny. That is quite funny indeed. Now, if we look here, it is now 52 to 5, which is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic indeed. Now we are going to start converting black flasks as well, because we can use those black flasks to, well, obviously, get reduced converter resources by. And we only need like one black flask pump out to do so. And yes, this will help us in the long run. It will definitely, most definitely speed things up. I can guarantee that. But, yes. And here we are. Look at that. Fantastic. Now we're going to stop those. No, actually, do we want to save up for that? No, we do not. And now now you can see that we are actually making profit on blue flasks as well. Which means that we can now focus on our pink flasks, which will be perfect. Oh wait, are we making profit on blue flasks? Not anymore, we aren't. Guess we're stopping that and increasing blue flask profit. Which is what we'll do, But other than that. Yep, look at this. We can increase hit damage. And holy shit, why are those so expensive? It's absolutely insane. Whew, whew, that is insane. Oh wait, 42 out of 50. Leave spawn in a little under every 4 seconds. It's insane. I don't know what else to say. That's absolutely insane. Now we're gonna save convert converter output right there. Let's buy some of those. Let's come in here. Let's buy a bit of leave upgrades and come into here. We'll buy reduce. Oh wait, no, we can't. We'll buy a bit of leaves here and a bit of output as well. Why not? Because why not? Why would we not? Now, as you can see here, we are a little farther away. We are a little far away, so we have to work on these upgrades. But one of those upgrades already brought us up to the point that we need to be. That is quite nice indeed. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Get us making money. Now, if the conversion ratio is 47 to 5, as you can see here, 47 to 5, then that means that you only need 42 upgrades to match it, and 43 upgrades to make a profit. As you can see, we are making profit. And from that profit, well, you can do quite a bit. You can do quite a lot from said profit. And, well, we can start pink flasks now from that profit. Now, obviously, we can get that down to a number like 40. Let's see, 1 and then 6. Yeah, we can get that down to 40 and possibly even 30. But, it might be better to prestige for those coins, It might be better indeed. Or actually, we could just simply, let this run offline for a bit. Well, I'd say it's been at least a fat minute right here, and we even got an achievement for gold leaves. Funny thing, I actually forgot about the achievements. They give you gems, which is quite nice, actually. There's a time played achievement, and yes, we've been playing quite a bit. Well then, let us just, buy some upgrades. Look at that. We've maxed out red science. We have purchased an upgrade for green science, an upgrade for blue science, magenta science. Wow. We purchased quite a few upgrades here as well. And would you look at that? Did we just match the number that we needed for orange flasks? I dare say I think we did. And guess what? We can actually start the orange flask because there's still reduced converter resources, which will obviously be exactly what we need. Now, one thing I couldn't help but notice was that in the coin upgrades tab, actually wait, let's buy that and let's buy a combo and combo duration. Perfect. But in the coin upgrades tab, there is no limit to increase converter output, which means that we can buy enough of those that we just completely nullify the exchange, and then we just press start all. Boom, 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 boom. Done and done just like that. Which will be absolutely fantastic, I say. Now then, come back in here and you can see that we are doing God's work with this moolah. Fantastic. Oh, look at that. It's amazing, really. I mean, I don't know what else to say. We're making a lot of flasks, to be honest. A lot of flasks, actually. It's a little unnerving sometimes because we are so goddamn rich. And you know what? We can pretty much prestige soon, but we are going to pause this and be right. And we are back. It has been a hell of a long time, as you might be able to tell, and we appear to have gotten some achievements during that time for platinum and bismuth leaves. Now we also got enough to max out combo duration, which I must say is quite nice, I would believe. But we also got enough for some green flask upgrades, for some green science, for some blue science. Magenta science? Well, not so much, but for orange science, however, we got plenty. Plenty indeed. Would you look? Oh dear. That is quite a problem, it seems. It would appear that the prices increase kind of exponentially, and that is not optimal at all. Oof. But luckily we can fix that quite easily with just a couple of converter resource upgrades. And Big Leaf Crunch, what is that? Enter the Big Leaf Crunch portal to restart your blowing adventure with some BLC coins. Huh. BLC coins, you say? Well, those sound quite lovely, I would say. Quite lovely indeed. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ah, yes, would you look at that? We are making profit on our orange flasks now. Now, if we go down here, you'll see that it only takes 40. So right here, 44 to 40, it's actually quite fantastic. Now, for something like black flasks, however, well, it is probably going to take a little bit of effort to get that up, obviously, but it's not unmanageable. In fact, I'm sure we could lower the number even farther. Let us see what strings flasks offer. Oh, shit, okay. Reduce input, okay, we got that. Increase converter, all leaves. Oh my god, these notifications, I must deal with this. And we're back. Now, let's see, we also got the increased converter output. All leaves, oh. We can increase leaves by 20% 100 times. Increase all converter output by 10 per level. Well then, It appears we have a bit of work to do for the... Holy shit, I just realized how many black flasks we need. Never mind, this is gonna take a while, apparently. But if we get one of those upgrades, we are set for life, pretty much. We are definitely just set for life if we get one of those. And then there's exotic leaves, along with some more land areas to explore and enjoy. So we obviously need to get some of those and get some of these as well. But as I can see right here, we are most definitely not going to... let's see what one batch looks like. Ah, okay, well we only need 4K, so we can actually get some of those right now. Stop it. Turn off big batch again, and we'll buy some of those again. Come down here, and now the output is perfect for every single one. We're making mass profit easily, and that is what we want. So if we come to here, we'll see, well, something like red flask is already up to 100 in that. Green flasks, blue flask, red, orange, black. Well, black has a long way to go, but that hopefully won't be too much of a problem. Hopefully. Please, for the love of God. Anyways, let us continue the batching. So we will start this, and now we get 15 flasks. And one thing we do want to do is we want to increase the amount of strange flasks we can get per batch exponentially. That is what we want to do. For it will help pay for itself if we can do that. Now, as you can see here, we've already lowered that down a good amount, actually. From 10,000 to 39,000, in fact, which is, dare I say, impressive. It's very impressive, actually. Now we have a fan. I'm a total fan of this fan. Oh, I am too. What? Utter crap. We also have every single nuclear fuel upgrade. Huh, I did not realize that. How lovely. Do 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 do. Well, let us see here. We are... Oh, whoops, I forgot to turn batch back on. There we go. That is much better, of course. That is obviously much better. Now let us take a quick look right here. So, one upgrade we for sure want to get is increase converter count. That is one upgrade we for sure want to get, because it will allow us to get more black flasks faster. Simple as that. Nothing too complicated. It is quite simple, actually. But we now need to turn off that, and we need to start the conversion process again. And we'll continue to reduce resources when we can, but we also need to increase the converter batch as much as possible, as quickly as possible. Leaves don't matter so much, per se. It's these two upgrades that we truly need. Now we can turn that off, and then we stop that, and now we get a nice, actually, we can actually just leave that on, I just realized. Because it's so far away, we can just leave it on. But now we get a nice 42,000, 420,000, smoke weed every day, black flasks. Which is fantastic, I would say. Fantastic indeed. Now we can turn off and go back into here. And then there is this upgrade to buy. In fact, we will buy it multiple times. just to increase the production value that we get, along with this. Now, we most definitely want the big crunch coins. The big leaf crunch coins. Those are the item, that is the item that we most definitely want. But there's an item that will undoubtedly take quite a while. As you can see, we're getting 69 for every 1,000 thing per se, which is quite good. It's quite good indeed. We also have all of the blowers, which is the fan and such. We also have some of those upgrades there. And you know what? I'm half tempted just to get that, but the problem lies in how few of those we'd get. I also really want that. In fact, I am just gonna leave this running for a while, actually. I am actually just going to leave this running for like an hour, maybe 2, maybe 3. I'm gonna leave this running for a long time, that's the point. And I'll check back every once in a while to upgrade our flasks, of course, but, well, this is gonna be a bit of a long process, of course. A bit of a long process indeed. Yes, this is going to be quite tricky. Well, I'll be back. And we're back, as you can see. In case you couldn't, and then you need to get your eyes checked, but we've been waiting for quite a while, and we got some nice upgrades to get, of course. And you look at that, 61 on blue science. What do we got on pink? 51. What do we have on orange? 44. And on black? Well, on black we have nothing, but on this, however, we have a bit more. Now, I don't know how many BLC coins we're gonna need, really. No, that's where the question is, to be honest. Oh! We automatically bought exotic leaves. Have we gotten exotic leaves? No, we haven't. By farming with the certificate, you're an official farmer. Oh! Fertilizer. Exotic fuel, BLC. Oh, coins. Here we go. Thanks, exotic leaves. Oh! We know what we need. We need to unlock the next area, but that's going to be a bit of a challenge. We can buy some of that. Obviously, yes, we can buy some of those. We can buy those, which reduce the input needed, which is exactly what we want. But what else could we do, per se? We could increase leaves, for sure. We could increase converter output. We can increase that, for sure. That is something that we can for sure increase. But after that, I guess it gets a little bit tricky because, well, oh, would you look at that? That is actually fantastic. Well, we can buy 30 minutes of offline rewards. We can indeed, but I'm gonna pause this. We're back, YouTube. Now, it has been a hell of a long time, as you can see, based on our special flasks. Now, we can get a couple more of each flask upgrade, obviously, and that will be, obviously, quite helpful indeed. But there is one problem. That problem being that for some reason, I'm not using the buy max button. Mostly because I don't want to buy whatever child named Max this is. That was a horrible joke. But oh well. I try my best, and my best is shit, so there you go. Anyways, let us see here. We can increase converter counts. which is actually super useful. But what else do we get, per se? Huh. I mean, it would probably be helpful to increase converter output for black flasks, but really I am saving for the exotic shop, because then I can get more BLC coins, or Blick coins. Yes, Blick coins. Blick coins, Blick coins, Blick coins, Blick coins. Huh. But, big butts, big booty butches. I'm put in a very tricky situation right here. Very tricky indeed. We will just have to wait longer then. And I'll be back.